Hello, welcome to Train Sim World 5 send-off videos line. All farewell tour. Anyway, on this one, we are in the BR-194, or as it is also known as the E94. We are on the link-up line Staggeroo with it. And we're dumping those fun on. Dumping the, as it were, the fun police on. I've got to remind myself how to set this darn thing up. So not an automatic. Compressor on. That's the whistle. Unlock. I'm going to dump that into that. You into forward. Anti-slip. Hover. No. Right. Hopefully that's on. We won't be going the full way. There's another one just as it were staring me down over there, which is a bit freaky. But anyway. Hopefully I have got this set up. Oh, hello. Might be handy if I did that. I haven't driven this for a while. Anyway, so I'm doing this video just to put it into some perspective. I am doing this after I have just done a video on the Epic Games situation. Don't want to what's that? Any, as it were. And something in that list as well. We're not getting further than that. You will be losing without hopefully not spadding. When I stop, you will be losing. Get out. Get out, thank you. This as a Loco DLC as well. Now, why let us move out of the yard, but don't let us move any further? How much of a pain in the bum can you be? Or we anyway, empty. So yeah, you will be losing the 194 pack. So for Epic Game users, this is a send-off 100% for you on this one, like the 170 pack and the 86 pack and the 58.99, and that is actually it out of all the race, but you lose a couple bits of content. So yeah, it's not the best time for you to play Epic Games. I don't want a manual wipe the blooming thing for. Blind. Oh, nice sound effect. Come on, signal. What am I waiting on? Another flipping drain coming because I need a cross over up there. Don't wonder why this takes forever. But anyway, but like I said, you're losing this loco, you're losing this timetable, you're losing 218 as well, which is two of the best packs that have been released in German. Quite a few German rail enthusiasts, as it were. Secured. I wanted the door, not that. Come on, you painful BR103. As soon as that's out of the way, hopefully we should be let out. That's a big fact. Yes, we should be. Cunt at stop signal. I wish you told me what platform you were waiting on. I'm going to say this, but I don't think this timetable is actually working that well. Because there's a lot of problems on this route. On the timetable wise, not the loco. Cough, 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 trains from Germany. If you're lit watching. Because if you haven't done so, I did do a live stream of the 218 on this route. And we got stuck at a red signal. I'm guessing you're waiting for that one to bugger off. In some respects on it, why didn't you just send me down that track, then flip me over? This is when a dynamic dispatcher would have been handy. But as we're stopped here, you can actually just about notice that that's actually not straight. That's bent slightly, curved slightly as we're going around the curve slightly. Pair it with it there. So you can see that they're not all that's three sections there in one hit. The way it's bending. Right, you're off, good. So in theory, something else has decided to turn up and block me even more, because that's now off. Come on, you stunning DMU. In this sense, it is a sodding DMU. So on this farewell tour, this will be the only time a freight service is getting picked, because all the rest have been on a passenger run. Finally. Yeah, it's going to take a while for the brakes now to come off. Right, the air brakes are now fully released. Off we go. Right, what I'm going to say on this is, don't look at that as 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it as 10, 20, 30, 40, as it were, because that's what it should be. And I believe that red line in the red and that is actually not accurate if you look at it in terms of what I'm used to seeing for British side of things, for British air brakes. They should be the two needles, as it were, should be fully like together, more or less. This feels like it's too fucking blooming far close to this board. Oh. Did not mean to do that. I probably just damaged the loco by doing that. Oh well, at least you know you're probably going to have a clean run. Unlike if you do the other way. There is not a blaming how I'm doing 90%. Okay, there's some gun underneath that. Something which you can do on these if you haven't noticed is they're automatic, but shut up. Day automatic off. One thing about these is there's not a need to release, as it were, from any monitoring on this because it's actually too older for it. Because Endusi is before PZB. But we still have got bad fun of Sifa to put up with. Yes, you're supposed to have both these up, by the way. I believe there's not actually a way you can not have them both up. I think you only... Oh, shut up. You'd only have one up if there's a problem. And I will state dynamic weather is in fact turned on, so if the weather changes, it changes. I don't speak German, so I've got not a clue what that says. You can isolate the whistles. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but there. Perfect whistle. Yes, that's a whistle and not a horn. Yeah, because British is 70 pounds pressure is the full released on there. It obviously isn't in Germany. What's that one? Pantera air supply. Sander. Slam the door open. Slam the door open. I want the window. The windows don't make much difference. But that seems to be perfect. Let's have a flyby. Let's have a try and find where we can keep the spot on this. Let me just allow it to come off the speed. And we'll find it eventually. But now you've got to remind yourself you've got power on. And we're going down a hill. Actually, I'm just come out the coast. At least you know you've got no brakes on because we're just decelerating on a natural speed dual occurrence. And this route does do, as you can see, decent FPS. And then I say that and it lags. But anyway, we're in cab 1 as well. Cab 2. Just a little bit of detail. Can't do that one. As we've lost speed now, we can actually find the sweet spot easier. Well, we are accelerating with that much power. Don't mind me, but I'm going to cheat. There's the next service, right bang there. We've got far distance before we catch that one up, so we've got a decent run now. I think we've got having to hurry up, having to stop for red signals. Something which I will bring up though is that when you do have a red signal, brake in advance, not before you see the signal turn up on the HUD if you've got the HUD on. If you've got a signal, a distant signal that shows the next signal is red, brake wow in advance. Yeah, thank me later. And don't forget, you have got that on here. To use, make sure you, if you start hearing alarms go off, make sure that you put that on to start with. If you need to, increase it. That is what it's there for at the end of the day. It is there to aid. We're going down a hill, but decelerating. Let's put a little bit of power in to see if that will give it a little bit of help. So we're motoring. The thing with this is you don't want to keep it in half, you want to keep it in a full as much as possible. Just you to spot those reds look like. They look like that. You'd only use that if you're doing a loco run or a loco move with multiple locos behind. So as I said in that Epic Games video, which I highly recommend you to watch if you haven't done so, especially if you're on Epic Games and you're playing this and planning on picking up Train Sim Rail 6, I will prefer you to go and watch that, because you do, or if I do replay, you do lose 54 bits of content. That's routes, loco add-ons and gameplay packs. This loco is one of them that you lose. It doesn't sound great, does it? So as I've got the next signal is also giving me the clearance, should we do this and get in a screenshot? This, by the way, will be the first time I've used a screenshot on this loco. If I remember correctly, this will be the first time this has actually been in use on here. And for this one, I'm going to show the grid, because I want more or less it bang in the middle. That's perfect. Nip that focal point a tad. Not that one. I want to keep that. That looks perfect, actually. Add a tad of motion blur. I usually do them like that. On this one, though, I'm going to do it like that. Do it this way around and actually put it on at quite a severe angle. And I'm going to actually down the exposure and bring the saturation up, just to bring the green out, and have a little bit of grain on as well, just to give it the age look slightly as well. Even though you can't see it too much, but that will be perfect. I will always save and upload all the screenshots. On this, I won't have the problem with Operation Shift. reduction down to 150 kilometers an hour will not affect us. So I will say once again, we will not be going the full way to Koblenz. Because I can only record for an hour, and I'm not going to actually plan on doing this for an hour, because it's going to get a bit boring after a while. Because, put it bluntly, I'm not touching too many controls. So it won't be the most entertaining of videos to watch. And that annoying noise you hear is often is signal. I like how I can get the whistles on this go. Anyway. Once in, 160 will not affect us. Almost like a steam engine, little movements will be perfect. I like all the movement that you see on there, to be fair. All of it are actually doing lubrication or that lot. Is actually attention to detail. $115 kilometers an hour, not going to affect us. Quick off. Of course, we got a hand brake right there. Shut up. Don't need any of those. But I do wonder. Not on cab light. Wiper switch, cab light. Desk lamp. Reverser switch. Maintenance. Oh, we got there. Emergency power off. As we're going down a hill when speeding slightly. Had to brake into it as well, just to help us control the speed a bit. I do hope more steam does come into this up here at some point. Hello, you coming the other way? And I will state, if you don't have this pack, you don't get multi-pack coloured pack carriages on the normal timetable. Just to point that one out to you. Little bit of something different for you. Because what I'm going to say is, we will go for another couple of kilometres or miles, say. I'd roughly say another 10 or 15 same minutes. Then I will call it on the video. There's the proof going the other way. You will be stuck behind trains driving one of these services, so you have to be on the ball. So if you haven't got a clue how to use German signals, well, you're going to need it going the other way. So don't forget to check out after this as well my other video, the video I have also already done on this route, with the service going in the opposite direction, which is the full service. And yes, you do see us stuck behind another train. Don't forget, this is also the E94 pack 4, which is a rail tour, which is there, and I don't know what the percentage is, but a fair bit of it, of the money that is used from that you use to purchase this Loco DLC. This is not a gameplay pack. Will go to the E94 Trust, which is what preserves one of these, the last surviving one of these locos, for rail tour usage, as it were, as well. We'll go until after here, definitely. As that station loads up, all the lag will turn up. So I'm keeping an eye on how long we're going. Drop down to 100, does not affect us. So this is roughly going out, say, a couple days before early access will turn up. Yes, I will have early access, and yes, videos will become a little bit of mad for a little while at that point, because there be, when I can do videos, I will do them, and I will go through the tutorials for each route and the route introductions for all three of the base content routes. The pack, the Aussie for Navaka de Lisden, which you will also be getting, will not count, because I've done that one already, and I have featured that multiple times on my channel. By this point, I might have hopefully have actually announced what I'm doing a rebrand to, and made a couple more locos. Spoiler warning, I have done one, and it still has rail in the title still, but it's a bit more better than Saints rail. Oh, there's the coaches that it pulls on a rail tour, which are a little bit sneaky because I don't know if they should be around or not on this, because I think they're the modern versions. But oh well. Oh dear. Shut up. I will make this the last time I probably hit the acceleration type buttons on the power controller, which is, yes, a steering wheel. So I think it's about that time frame when I should probably start saying this one, but what was your favourite pack to release during Train Sim World 5's era? And what packs are you looking forward for us to on it as we move into Train Sim World 6's era that has been announced on the roadmap and during the ticker stuff? What is your most interesting thing? Will it be a route upgrade in terms of Great Western Express, the Marthmay extension? Will it be the 158 timetable for Fire Circle whenever that can turn up? Will it be the Riviera line? Sad it's not the Riviera in the 50s, but oh well. Will it be the Birmingham to Crewe route? Or will it be another route? Or will it be the Tadami line? I will keep that close to my chest, because I'm not looking forward to any of those routes, to be honest, apart from probably the Great Western Express upgrade. But that's only because I'm getting a slight bored of the northern routes. So I will admit the Riviera will be a breath of fresh air. And if you're on Epic Games, playing currently on Epic Games, are you going to pick Train Sim World 6 up after the half of the content or more technically isn't coming over? So, as we come up to closer to finalising the video, I will say don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button to have the next one, which will be the Class 86, and then the Class 70, which will be the last two loco pack, last two technically routes that have released during Train Sim World 5's era. I'm going up for a flyby, a proper flyby, for that matter. I'm doing it from here. Shut up. Anyway, so don't forget the like button and hit that subscribe button, and hope you'll have an awesome day. So, don't forget to, once again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to go and join the Discord. There will be links within the channel. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and have an awesome day. And I will give you one more flyby without me talking in it. So at least you can see one more flyby without me gathering on. Use the train to get in and fast forward somewhere else is a much the easiest option. Yes, I'm playing on console. Yes, I've got a keyboard plugged in. Where should we go? Where should we go? There's nothing too much of an interesting part from a sweeping bend. Oh well, sweeping bend it will be. Not down there. We've got a train coming the other way as well. Oddly enough, another freight train by the looks of that. If that beats, it beats me. But I can hear it coming, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and have an awesome day. Enjoy the flyby. Thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day. Toodaloo! Don't ask why there's a car stopped for.